Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Closing Comments here on June 2nd. Let's take a look at our charts and see how we started off the new month. Cattle markets saw modest gains across the board, with both feeders and fats gaining back some of the ground that they lost on Friday. Continue to see good signs of accumulation here by the bulls, prices steadily advancing above these rising moving averages. We continue to see higher lows as well and price here on this August live cattle contract, putting up pressure on this 211 area. The line's a little bit blurry. It's not a super clear-cut level, but we do see a lot of this supply left over from this climax top seen back on May 14th that this market is having to chew through at the moment. If we dive down to a lower time frame, we can kind of see it's around this 211 to 211.50 area. We've got a lot of this volume left over from that breakdown that this market is having to chew through. We do see continuing higher lows over the last couple of weeks here, putting up pressure on this zone. We do see a good buildup here near the highs of the day today on Monday's action. If we continue to see new daily highs coming into tomorrow, we should see the bulls start to see the momentum kick in and start to take this market back towards these recent all-time highs and continuing this uptrend and starting in this next leg higher. Over in the August feeders, we're seeing the same story over here. Price seeing support at that 20-day moving average last Friday. Not the best close, but a good start to the week here, getting a close above 301, which was our bull pivot for the week. Also getting back above this gap that was created following this climax top breakdown over here in the feeder market as well. We are seeing good pressure being put up, and these Friday and today's high up here right around 302.17 to 302.25. We do expect to see pressure take off that top and start working this market higher as well. Cattle market looks to be showing good signs of accumulation, steady buying activity here. We do expect to see this next leg higher in this uptrend continue and head back towards all-time highs. So now over to that July corn market. Continue to see some downside here today. We did see that opening range initially break out above that bull pivot at 449.5. That price was quickly rejected. The bears stepped right in and sold this market off and made a nice 10-cent decline off of those highs today following that opening range breakdown. We did get a nice close in that lows, and we are cutting right through this 436 to 440 zone here in the evening session. We'll want to see how this market reacts at the open tomorrow. If we do get a gap lower, we should see how this market likes this lower prices on this corn market. We could see the selling really start to accelerate from here. We'll just have to see where it goes, but we are clearing some key levels, and we do expect to see this market continuing pushing down into the low fours. Next up, we've got our crude oil market making a nice gain today. Opening off the Sunday night open in the futures market, just continuing to push above Friday's high, right back towards the 64 level before pausing for the day and closing right at that 50-day moving average. We continue to see signs of life from the bulls here as we look to be creating a higher low and putting up pressure on the 64 to 65 level. Similar level as that August live cattle market. This level is between 64 and 65. It's not a clear-cut line in the sand. It's a bit blurry, but we do see signs of accumulation here as well. Good increased volume over the last couple days here. If we see this crude oil market open up and start to get bids above 64, look for that momentum to kick off and push us back up into the high 60s. In the meantime, we have seen this market for the last few weeks continue to chop sideways in about a $4 range, so that's a very likely scenario as well. As long as we stay between 60 and 64, expect to see continued chop. Now over to the equity markets today, seeing a nice rally here as well, getting back above Friday's highs. A little bit slower action, took a little time to build up the pressure, but we did see the afternoon rush come in and start to push this market higher and ended up closing on the highs. Each of our indexes making nice gains today. The Dow staying steady over the last 3 days, but closing at these highs, we continue to see this pressure above these rising moving averages, good support at these key levels. 20-day moving average here on the S&P and the Nasdaq continues to hold price. Good sign in a new potential power trend starting here following this recent shakeout. Continue to look for higher prices in the stock market going forward from here. That's all we got for today. Hope everyone has a good night.